In this tutorial, we're going to talk about if-then statements. If-then statements, also known as conditional statements, are conditional constructs which are features of a programming language. Every programming language should have conditional statements which perform different computations or actions depending on whether a programmer specified Boolean condition evaluates to true or false. So an if-then statement is the most basic of all the control flow statements. It tells your program to execute a certain section of code only if a particular test evaluates to true. So let's take a look at examples. So in this example, we're going to start by writing a public class. Let's call this class flow control example 1, and we're going to save this class. I'm going to save it as inside the computer in the local disk C where we have our Java codes directory. Let's create a new directory for this. So we're going to name this directory 07 flow control. So we're going to save a file inside this directory. Let's call this file, which is as usual the same name as the class name, flow control example 1.java. Here we go. Then as usual, public static void main method string args. So what we're gonna do here is that I'm just gonna spit out system.out.print line. Please enter your name. As an output to ask the user to enter his name, the user that's gonna run this program. Then I'm gonna declare a string variable name to be equal to the input system.console dot read line, system.console the read line. So this is gonna get the user the user who's gonna run this program, the input that the user types, and store it in this variable name. And then the next thing that we're gonna do is to ask for the age. So I'm gonna just type system.out.print line, and what we're gonna do is to ask the user to please enter your age. Okay, so we're gonna declare an int variable age to be equal to integer dot parse int, and we're gonna ask for system dot console dot read line. As you can see, we are trying to convert whatever system.console.read line returns, which is a string. We are trying to convert it to an int and store it in the variable age. So this is how an if statement goes. If you want to do an if statement in Java, and most programming languages follow the same syntax, you're gonna have to type if and open brackets and close it. Then inside the brackets, you're gonna put an expression that must result in either true or false. So we usually call that expression a Boolean expression because the result of the expression must either be true or false. So for instance, if we say age is greater than or equal to 18, greater than or equal to 18, then the expression within here will only result in either true or false. True that the age, whatever the person typed here, is greater than or equal to 18, or false that it isn't. As simple as that. So in the next line, we can now specify what the program should do when that expression results in true. So note that the expression must result to true before this line of statement in line 10 is executed. So we're just gonna say name. I'm gonna concatenate that to you are an adult. So what this means is that if the person types in his name, let's say Jeff, and types in his age, let's say 24, then if age, which is 24, is greater than or equal to 18, which is true, then the program will simply spit out, Jeff, you are an adult. As simple as that. Then after that, I'll want the program to spit out system.out.println done. Okay, so that's what we have. I've done Control S to save it, and what we're going to do now is to open up the command prompt and compile this program. So I'm going to cd to the root, and then I'm going to have to cd to Java codes, then I have to cd to 07 where we have flow control, and dir, you can see my flow control example 1.java, and as usual to compile we're going to do javac flow control example 1.java, and hopefully I don't have any compilation errors. Okay, so no news is good news, and time for us to execute the program. So I'm going to say java flow control example 1, and so you can see as we expected. Let me put the program over here, and I'm going to put the output over here. So as we expected over here, system.out.println is supposed to spit out please enter your name, and then system.console.readline is going to get the input and store it in the variable name. So if I type Jeff and press enter, so it's going to ask me please enter your name, which is coming from line 7, system.out.println please enter your age, please enter your age. So this comes out from the line 7, and at line 8 we are supposed to get a number and store it in this variable age, which we will convert using integer.parseInt. So if I type 24 and press enter, so it says Jeff, you are an adult. Done. Okay, let's run this program again with some other number. So I'll say java flow control example 1. This time I'm running the program a second time. Please enter your name. So let's say we enter the name Larry. Please enter your age, and let's say Larry is 12 years old. It simply says done. So notice this time it didn't say anything like Larry, you are an adult. It just simply says done. That is because in the program over here, the condition that age is greater than or equal to 18 in order for it to say you are an adult was not met. The condition was not true because Larry's age was 12, and 12 is not greater than or equal to 18, so this will result in false, and this line of statement will be skipped. However, the 11th line of statement was executed, which is the done. So in a nutshell, that is how an if statement works. You put an if statement here, a statement that must be a Boolean expression must go in within brackets, and then whatever must go after the statement is determined to be true must go on the next line, and this whatever you want to do here could be done, and after that anything else can be executed. Notice that anything else will always be executed whether the statement is determined to be true or false, but the statement after the if statement will only be executed only when the expression in the if statement is determined to be true. So that's it for this flow control. I hope you found this informative, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, and we'll talk about the next flow control statements in the next video tutorial.